All right, working Finn, building some distractions into his leash stuff. So we're passing a newer spot. He's never walked out this way before. I've got his lunch. I brought these two dogs that are not really in a command, but they're just walking alongside us. They're off leash. The times I've had them run up ahead. And what I've noticed is, of course, he wants to go run up with them, but what I want to simulate is the distraction of the other dogs and have him heel alongside me. Occasionally over here he wants to sniff because a lot of dogs walk on this street and there's a lot of potty spots. But when I say heel, I want him to heel. So of course I can give him opportunities to go potty along the way, but it's going to be more on my time. So when heel. Good. Distraction of the leaf. So if I start my walk, typically what I do is I give him a chance to go potty, and then we start walking, and he's just on his flat collar with a buckle collar, so similar to in fact, this is the same brand of leash that you guys bought. This is just a thicker leash. So I want him to be able to walk next to me on this left-hand side and ignore things, and then if I say, okay, go potty, I can let him do that if he needs to. So he had a chance to pee before we left, so he probably doesn't need to go, but I can give him that opportunity to do so. Heel. Good job. There we go. And I like bringing his lunch in just like a fanny pack, treat pouch, something that you guys have on your body. And he's hungry. It's time for his lunch, and so I can use that as training. Move this way. There we go. Good job, buddy. And then we practice a lot of stops and sits along the way. With a puppy, it's not necessarily about mileage. In fact, sometimes the longer you go, the harder it is for him, with how young he is. But just around the block, and we live over by, like, our neighborhood's back in there, and there's some buildings down in here that I can let my dogs kind of run through. But I like to walk him with some distractions. So whether that's dogs barking, the smells on the ground, the leaf blowing, and then practice this heel position here. Heel. Good job, buddy. He's a happy boy. Happy puppy. He's doing really good. We're getting there, huh? Good.